Hi there, Librans. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we've got your 2016 Astro Outlook for you. I've also got it up online, a more detailed outlook, but this is just basically the cliff notes, as they say. When Jupiter entered Virgo last August, you entered a multi-year prosperity cycle, continuing on for the next few years. Luckily for you, Jupiter, the biggest planet in the zodiac, the planet of opportunity and the planet of good luck and being in the right place at the right time, moves into your sign September 10. And a most happy and fortunate transit. It brings sensual pleasures and the good life. So you do need to watch your weight. Make sure it doesn't creep up too much. Also, Librans of childbearing age will be much more fertile than usual. So that's another thing. You might have to stock up on birth control if that's not something you want to hear. Many of the trends we've written about in previous years are still in effect now. Long-term planets are involved, and long-term planets show long-term projects. So things are not happening overnight. Saturn, the planet of focus and discipline, in your third house of communication is a challenging aspect for students, especially those below college level. They will have to work harder on their studies. They will need to focus more. They need to discipline themselves intellectually, which is the whole purpose of the transit. Intellectual discipline is needed for all Librans this year, especially students. So keep that in mind, that if you're going to go back to school, or if you've got kids who are, in college or below college level, they've got to focus, because I think that's half the problem these days, that there's so many distractions with, all the electrical stuff, the iPads and the games they play, and really get them to sit down and focus. Pluto has been in your fourth house of home and family for many years, remaining there for many more. A cosmic detox is going on in the family, and especially in the emotional life. Impurities in the feeling body are being brought up and purged, a great period for those involved in psychological kinds of therapy. Neptune has been in your sixth house of health and work for the past few years and remains there for several more. This shows a deep interest in spiritual healing methods. You're advanced far in recent years, but there's always more to learn, Librans. Again, we're going to have more details on this on our weekly outlooks, but this is just something for you to think about. Volatile, explosive Uranus has been in your seventh house of love for many years, and this is a good description of your love life. Volatile and explosive. Never a dull moment. As an ongoing soap opera, learning to deal with social insecurity and instability is still the main lessons for many of you these days. Jupiter will spend most of the year in your spiritual 12th house of past karma and self-renewal. So you're in a strong spiritual growth period this year. Growth is more internal. Although it is not visible to the eye, it is happening. When Jupiter crosses your ascendant in September, the inner growth will be more apparent and tangible. So your most important interests in the year ahead are the body image, personal pleasure, communication and intellectual interests, home and family, health and work, love and romance, and spirituality. So keep all that in mind. Make sure you do check out my 2016 Outlook. It's a lot more detailed than what I've just given you. Happy New Year. Have a great year. I'll be speaking to you soon, and be kind to yourself.